Hello and welcome to this episode of High Five. My name is Showstar, the DJ, and of course, as you can see, I am on the show with Chris Bryan, aka Bryan Kombweke. Now, this gentleman, we've done a lot of interviews together, so like we've talked about a lot of things, but we haven't just done High Five together, okay? So now we are doing this together. There's a lot of things we need to address on this show, so I hope that you are going to have some good time, you know, listening to Bryan tell us about this and that. Let's check out the song that is put on number 5, then we get to talk to him on the other side. This is High Five.
XYZ Entertainment.
Bury me a young virgin, yeah. 'Cause I was born a young virgin, yeah. So bury me a young virgin, 'cause I was born. I'm the best version of me, better than the man on the come up in 2013. Reminiscing on a vision about making it big in a city that never knew I was winning when I was winning. Walking into radio stations for airplay. Flavor told me I sounded like Lil Wayne. The dreads got him thinking I was trying to imitate, but if he gave me an ear, he probably would relate. It was dark times. DJ Shine gave me a little shine. Rest in peace, I'ma see you on the other side. The sun still shined even when they threw shade, and in due time, Kobe was the name, A. Awards came, but I still never changed. Still the same young nigga trying to pave the way. Even when I see the love turn to hate, through it all, it's young legend and you cannot erase, yo. You keep forgetting, in there. Umayibala panchi what I can do. You keep forgetting, in there. Umayibala panchi what I can do. Kunichinga tia paka palasti ne mwine na pushinga tia paka palapala kamu malivala tia ndiye peni na kumanya veneswaga tia slap timu asembei sevenza tia ananipempa kutitomi ni pimpinge tia pacha rafkiti nisisazivika tia olo avipanga tini wako dala tia pacha mampia yamba yambosunja tia analipile tumuntu osapota tia tine nina bwela na mfakila vesi tia na mulembela na nyimbo muswahili tia makituni na mupeza pachingola ta na bwela na mutengako na kumandola ta kumucha introduce kuliyala ta apa manje palusaka inankala ta vene shefe zechabe makapyopyo ta lezechabe ni vafana vapa studio ta pacha manyimbo ya kalipo yambo pita ta vezoni pempa shaniko chificha ta nowadays vavipanga kuivala ta vakaniona nitapwa vapisama ta sinisivangani manta olonsoni ta shout out ngatukali ukumbuka ta Umayibala panchi what I can do. Yeah. You keep forgetting, in there. Umayibala panchi what I can do. But you already. What am I saying, bro? I'm just getting to it. Before na fwede before ichi mwemwe dance Chameleon nakalupanga nyimbo za romance Nenze cheka budwenze na dream matero Rhyme book yanga mwenzeli beva magelo Heston Chilombo enze mwine Chilo West Hanani pasa hope yonkala ko one of the best And I remember pajopeza booth yenze haso Nenzo peze kakona singa wadani naso Tommy D tried kuningene sa musling But ichali anakana ati mumveka the same So my only hope yenze kupeza radio Hello paja DJX kwenze 1 to 24 before, but like a good homie ananipasa my link. About the same time ninachoka mona sink. I was on the move na kumanya PJ Raffins Opera, all we needed was a DJ. Beef na Queen Diva, smoke everywhere, but guy kunitemba and I swear it wasn't fair. Cosign dina ninapasa wa major line party pumping moody for a long time. Mzenga man H-Mac tapeza wa tatu. Mzenga man H-Mac tapeza wa tatu. Pushed every song paka chalo cha vomela. Munga ma 10 lepers umozi ndiana pwelela. That was back then apa manje tinapola. Nili mula mkumwa Hennessy na Coca-Cola. Problem yatu pa Zambia tima ibala. Musaka nikumbuke pajanika ya mbodwala king.
Umaribala pwanti what I can do. Yeah, yeah. You keep forgetting. You keep forgetting in there. Umaribala pwanti what I can do. Keep on forgetting.
Bury me in your legend, yeah. 'Cause I was born in your legend. So bury me in your legend. 'Cause I was born.
Alright, so now that's a video that Bryan put on number 5. Kobe features Yellow Man, features Tommy D, as well as Slap D. It's called, they keep forgetting. Pantu, Mumaibala. How you doing, Bryan?
Thank you very much. I need to time my way of talking. You talk very fast. Usually when you're talking with the fast guy, you start talking fast.
Yeah,
I don't know. It naturally comes. So I need to keep my cool. Yeah, I'm happy to be here.
I can tone down. I can
Tone down, my brother. Tone down.
I can stop talking like.
I'm happy to
so
be
Bryan,
here.
it's good to have you on the show. So you and me have done a lot of interviews, and you and me discussed a lot of things because we are together every now and then off cameras. So here we are. You tell me a lot of stories of where you come from. You come from a really humble background, and now you're a big star, Bryan. Everybody wants to be you. Everybody wants to be with you, or sing with you, or just do business with you. I just want you to inspire someone out there. Let's take it from where you come from, how where it all started.
Okay, it's been quite a journey. I come from Kasama. I've been talking about this for over a decade now. I'm coming from
Except
a family.
you haven't talked about it on High Five. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. I'm coming from a family of 7. Now we are 6. I'm the second born. The first born is late. I'm coming from Kasama, not town. I'm coming from the rural outskirts of Kasama. And it was just a dream that one day you can become a musician. And I'm so passionate about music. And I think it was brewing inside me from way back. I've been involved in the Catholic choir. I've been beating drums from grade 3. I think I can remember that. Usually my music has been from the church perspective. And sometimes my mother would whip me when there is anything to do with entertainment, maybe track ya abuela mukamunzi, they are sensitizing people on a number of things. Balanda bafana bochanga muka babiri babwereko para stage, and then you go there now buturukana kakaputula. And my mom didn't like that. And sometimes she would find me. I think I had the capability of writing music from an early age. I would be singing a song and mom would tell me, and it's just when I started now recording music, I understood that actually every song that makes it begins from a song that is from nowhere. So ni nyimbo ya boza until people approve it. So from the village, completing school at Mungwi Technical High School, 2006, I relocated to Lusaka because this is where at that time the studios were. It wasn't easy.
So you came to Lusaka just to be a musician?
To do music, because initially, after completion of school in 2004, 2005, I was employed in KCM. I was there just for a month. I didn't like what I was doing quite okay. They were promising taking us to school. The payment was okay. You're coming from the village, obviously excited about electricity and stuff, but I couldn't feel the innermost being in me being happy about me being a miner. I quit and I came to Lusaka. It wasn't easy. I had to obviously raise resources. There is nothing really I haven't done. I've sold paraffin, I've sold candles, I've sold alcohol, I've brewed local brews until I had enough funds to come. And I came, I was kept by my lovely uncle, and we started doing music. And it wasn't easy because the resources were very, very scarce. I remember I've done a lot of walking from where I was being kept in Unza, Handsworth, to town, to Roma side, to showdown in Newcastle by then. Everywhere, you know, and walking to and from town, for example, it's a long distance. But we did that. I did that, I think, for over 4 years, you know.
This gentleman is answering questions that is preempting my, you know, I was about to ask him about his uncle, and now he's already talked about it. And now
you can ask about him. He's a lovely uncle.
No, we need to move past it. No, it's good. It's good. Because time and again you've told me about your uncle and whatnot, you know, and how everything happened. So now, later on, when I knew you, there's a song that. There's a song. I always tell you about that song.
Lesapalo Tuishibane.
Was that the first single?
No. Professionally speaking, I recorded my first song in 2007, if I'm not mistaken. It was called Mwalinjebele. I didn't promote it here because initially for me, at that time, the only thing I knew about Lusaka and playing music is when you record a song, you take it to ZNBC. So I went to ZNBC and it was played on Radio 2, the one that reaches Kasama. And immediately I left it there. I went back to Kasama, I was done, and there was a radio station in Kasama. The song was overplayed on the local radio station and from ZNBC, of course, and we started having these small gigs, variety shows in Kasama.
So you left your uncle, you went?
Yes, I went back to Kasama.
Because you thought you had made it then?
I felt my mission was to record a single song and come back to Kasama. Because initially I wanted to go to school, but it was at a point when my late older brother was supposed to be at school and dad couldn't afford to pay for me to be at college, and him, and plus my brothers and sisters were at high school at then. So I decided that as an older brother, out of respect, let him go to school. I'll find my way out as I'm waiting for my turn to be at school. So I recorded the song, I went back to Kasama, and we started now the entertainment from just performing. I started now partly DJing. I would sneak in a nightclub and DJ a bit, just to be exposed to music.
Awesome.
Until now, I found some guys. I think you remember them, the Golden Records. It's of there, another Shan. Yes.
Yoramu and everybody else.
They found me playing the music. At that time, they were campaigning for the ruling party now, and I played them the song. They were in the club, and they were like, "Who did this song?" I said, "It's me." They said, "You're good. I think I have a studio." His name is Davey. He was the proprietor of the studio. He said, "You should come to Lusaka." He gave me the number, and then I called Uncle.
Your house then?
Yes. By then we started first from what's this? Simon Mwale Nkurakush and Simoson. Yes, that was where the studio was, and then we came to Taz's house in town. So I came back. Uncle said, "No problem, you can come." At that point, Uncle was a bachelor, so we were just leaving the two of us. He said, "No problem, you can come. You're a good guy." So we stayed with Uncle. Now No, I'm a good guy. I'm coming from. I'm not even exaggerating. I'm coming from a disciplined family. Dad was a teacher. He's now retired, and Mom is a woman of God. So there is no nonsense in the family. Never benefit to music. So
okay,
yeah.
Okay. So
yeah.
I what I want to know is how you joined Showdown.
After recording a number of songs with Davey from Golden Records, my music folder where the album we almost did got lost. I don't know how. And it was work out of real sweat. You can imagine, like I said in my preamble, moving from Ons up to town and back. We worked for I think 8 months or so, and the album was crashed. It couldn't come out. So I was signed by another small studio. It didn't work out. Again, my album got lost. I don't want to accuse anybody. I've lost 3 albums. So it was frustrating, and I remember I was almost on the verge of saying, I think I need to get back, and then I'm not really failed at school. I can go back to school and stuff. And in the middle of that crisis, and I'm praying to my God, I said, okay, let me do one last attempt. I made a CD where everything that I've recorded, I put them in one CD, and then I decided that I'll go for the big guns. I submitted my CD to TK Romaside because they were the biggest studios. TK Romaside, Charlie Bravo, Ranel. And I said, if these guys, they cannot accommodate me, then I have to go. And Ranel told me that he'll get back to me. I tried to call him within the stipulated time. He said I should call him, and he told me that I'm working on my project. And at that time, he was working on Tommy D's album, Mafasho.
I remember Mafasho.
So he said, so I'm sorry.
That's in 2007?
Yes, around 2007.
8, somewhere there.
Yeah, getting into 8. So I said, okay, fine, at least somebody has answered me. I have to go back. But he told me that you're a very, very, very good musician. TK told me that I like certain elements in you because I was so much into Bustele. And TK told me that we can either package you from this angle, we can package you from this singing aspect of it. But it's just that by then, he had the biggest guys again on his label. He had the Third, he had Exile. I met Exile there for the first time, and I was like, oh my God, I'm close. I'm so close to
I'm so close to getting there.
If
I can be next to this guy.
Yeah, and the greeted Shanmwaj. Yeah. So at the verge of going now back to the village, Ranel called me one morning.
He called you?
Yes, and I was even ready like to go because I even packed up my bags and I was ready to go back. And Ranel called me in the morning around, I think around 9, and you know you're frustrated, you don't have anything to do, I was sleeping. He called me, is this Bryan? I said, yeah. Okay, this is Ranel. I'm calling you, I've been listening to your CD like for some time. I think you're very good. I would like to sign you. And I said, really? Are you for real? I checked the phone again, it was him. Do you know where I stay? I said, yes. Can you come? Yes. I started off on foot from Unza going to Kabwata. I found him. He's a very, very good guy. And I remember after seeing me, obviously very dirty, you've walked on foot for so many kilometers, you've sweat, you're smelling not nice. And I remember he gave me I think 200. He was recording his album.
Kwacha.
He gave me 200
In
kwacha.
2007?
Yes.
That was a lot of money.
Yes, he gave me 200 kwacha, and I remember I bought lotion, I bought talk time, just my basics that you're lacking at some point, you know. And then we signed the contract.
So he gave you the money just for showing up at the studio?
Yeah, it even took me back to my uncle's house, and you know, in the hood where everyone umabauza, I want to be a musician, and then they saw me Ranel dropping me by my uncle's place. Everyone was like, okay, you know, and I shared the news, and then we signed the contract officially on 8th March 2008, and we recorded the music, and the rest is history. I'm here. Big up to the big man.
I like it. I like the humility in Ranel. Every time we meet, the vibe. Even when he met me, I was just like a small DJ at Hon FM. Mm-hmm. But the way he embraced, you know, like he just embraced me. And from the time, every time he dropped a single, mm-hmm. he would always call me like I was some big time DJ. I can tell you that your first song that I was telling you about, Ranel gave it to me. He's
a professional guy.
So he just called that, where are you? I was at North Mid then. Then he came to North Mid and gave me the music.
Beautiful.
That's the first time I before I knew about you, then, you know, everything else went on. So I know that at some point you and Ranel, after you became a big artist, you had a fallout.
I have to say the truth, yes. Not necessarily that I grew big-headed. Obviously, certain things, because this is TV, I cannot talk about them. But the contract, the initial contract...
On record, these guys are good right now with Ranel. Everybody, we're just talking about what happened on record.
Yeah. So after the first album, we signed the contract for the debut album, the breakthrough album, where we had songs like Leon Sengana Kumona, which did pretty well. So there was an option in the contract that I could record the next album with him, or maybe we can part ways.
There's that option.
Yes, there was that
Go
option.
On or part ways.
Yeah, so I weighed a lot of things, and I decided that the next album will come not from Showdown.
Don't really put out a date out, but I want to know, like, what things to do with money.
No, it's got nothing to do with money. It had everything to do with, I think, sometimes you need to grow as an artist. Sometimes you need to get out of the comfort zone. Showdown were doing most of the things for me, from marketing, image branding, to marketing the music, like you said. So I needed to learn the ropes as an artist as well. And I needed to wear because obviously from the debut album, which was successful, there were a number of options now on the cards, on the table, like which way can you go? So
yeah, because now people were like, oh, you can come and work with us, okay.
But because I cannot discuss the details of that, but I decided that the next album wasn't coming from Showdown. So that's how the next album, I was the executive producer, the Volcano album, which followed in 2011.
The one that dropped using Abenamava Studio,
they partly produced that album because I was a freelance artist, so I recorded some of the music from Kevin Studios. I recorded, for example, Nganali Kombeka, and a number of songs from Jerry Finger's Flatline Entertainment. I recorded other music from, some music never came out from Roberto. He recorded me for free. Who else? We had a lot of songs recorded from various studios, or even Jimmy Judge was part of the production. Yeah, so basically that's what happened.
Alrighty, so this guy, he later on in his career met PJ, and I think you guys, were very close and you did so much together. Let's talk about that on the other side. Let's play the song that he has put on number 4. This is High Five.
Chove chapa kanwa feta ulanga tiwali mutemwa Azazi bapwanji ngati chikondi che umagamba si chikondi che umulangiza si chikondi che umalangiza Wila mwana iwe alitondolo atifirifye wino mukati mweve chimamo baba ngalole shabana nkwefyo bekala alalile filamba amona kwati wewe tawa mutemwa usholi ukisha ifyo taliwe pakutampa iwe kawale mufisa kantuwalela nano kulanga iwe wekela kuchite mwekwecho wakwete pakutampa iwe umulangize Akishibashani ngechite mwiko chove chapa kanwa feta ulanga tiwali mutemwa Azazi bapwanji ngati chikondi che umagamba si chikondi che umulangiza si chikondi che umalangiza mwakwete pakutampa iwe umulangize osakamba chabe akishibashani ngechite mwiko chove chapa kanwa feta ulanga tiwali mutemwa Azazi bapwanji ngati chikondi che umagamba si chikondi che umulangiza Kosalimba
masuka iwe osalimba mutima masuka iwe osalimba mutima masuka iwe akishibashani ngechite mwiko chove chapakanwa fita ulanga kiwali mutemwa asanziba kwanji ngati chikondi cheumagamba si chikondi cheumulangiza si chikondi cheumalangiza si chikondi cheumalangiza si chikondi cheumalangiza si chikondi cheumalangiza
Welcome back. This is High Five. I'm hanging out with Bryan Narikombweke. I said right. I said everything right.
Others they say like that. Others they say Bryan Kombweke.
Bryan Narikombweke.
It's
Bryan
been
Kombweke.
changing, huh?
It's
It
been
started
changing.
from Bryan Mfana wa Raneo. I was born Bryan Iliamba. Then it changed to Bryan Mfana wa Raneo.
Then Bryan Kombweke.
Mfana wa Exile. Then Bryan Dionsenga Nakumona. Then Bryan Ujana Imbaka Volcano. Then Bryan Kombweke.
But I think Bryan Kombweke is stuck.
Whatever.
I think Bryan Kombweke stood out.
Yeah.
Which one would you say is like a biggest song that you've done? You've had like 1,000 big songs, but which one would you say like well, this one was like a biggest song?
Every song comes with a different temperature and it meets you at a different point in your life. It's like you've got kids. One kid you had him when it was very cold. The other one you had him when you were very broke.
Kulibe kumangaje bati mwana wanga moza naenda nachama masters winanga napa chemu
And
9.
kuli mwana ujamena
But
maoneka
was over the same.
mushe. Kuli mwana ujama oneka mushe bantu bonse bamukonda olobeni babwela then kuli bena ngamba na boyipa but naye ni mwana wako mukonda. I've got huge songs. I've had huge songs in this country.
But
You want me to tell you the song that I love?
no, not the song that you love.
That has been big.
There's a difference between you telling me the song that you love personally, because it's probably not even the public's
Thank you.
favorite.
Yeah.
That I know.
You want the song that has been, I feel like it's
The
the
song
biggest
that
so
went
far.
out, like it just went all out.
Ngana Likombweke was amazing.
Ghana Kombo is the one that went all out.
It was huge, that song. We released it within 2 weeks. It was everywhere.
Within 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Upita mchirenje ilida pa.
I released it at a point when I had a name, I didn't have money. And we used every little resource. We didn't push that song very much. We just did the video. We recorded the song and the song was on fire, man.
And then it brought you the money.
It brought the money.
Was it before that kind of nice sports car or it was after?
The sports car came towards the end before releasing. Wait, no, it came at Ngana Likombo. The sports
So
car.
Ghana Kombo compared to the sports car.
It gave me the first car in my life. Yes.
This guy has some kind of nice sports car, you know.
Yeah.
You saw that car was somewhere parked.
I was involved with it in an accident, and the damage that happened to the engine was beyond. It was as good as buying another car, so I let it
Yeah,
go.
engines are mess.
Yeah,
Sometimes you probably
yeah.
the way they're expensive, you just let it go. All right, so you met PJ. I want to know how you met PJ. You guys grew. You guys made a bond like you.
The first person that introduced me to PJ was Biflo. I think, if I'm not mistaken, at Hollywood City. First, I watched him. I think near Mumana there is that hotel. He was performing PJ, and I was there just promoting. I was just in the audience. I saw him perform, and I liked his music, but I couldn't just talk to him, and then I went back home. Then we met at Hollywood because Biflo initially I saw we had a rapport. We talked, I think, from ZNBSO or so. So he introduced me. This is Bryan. Now we are the triple Bryan. We laughed it off, and then I was like, whatever. I went back home, and then I started recording my second album, the Volcano album. And PJ, it was at a time when he was starting to come to KB in Kubena, Jerry D and Bishop. So I met him. I was like, hey, what's up? And then it was in a different world. We're like apart. Like it was this side and I was this side. So I didn't concentrate so much on him until I recorded a number of songs, and because we are being in the same environment over time, we started greeting, what's up? We can pick a conversation and the likes. And because both of us were drinking, yeah. So I did the Volcano song. I finished the whole song, and then I told him, would you do a chorus for this song? Yeah, I'll do the chorus. Then the following day, I said, we'll do it in the morning. I called in the morning around 8, and he told me, 13 money for music if you have. I was really offended. I was like, my guy, you would have just dropped it like.
Can you say the way he said it? I've got a feeling.
Money for music if you so rest in peace. I was really offended that I told him like, my guy, thanks. And I cut the line. And he didn't go back. And I was very furious. I said, let me go to the studio. Let me go finish this song. I've got the voice I was singing.
Wait, I've got a feeling. I don't know if you've told me this story, but I've got a feeling by the time you went to the studio, you find he's already recorded.
Thank you.
But let's
I
hear the
reached
story.
to the studio. I found him. He was in a jovial mood. He laughed at me. And then I was like cold. Like, nigga, you just said, come here, my joy. And then I went in the studio, I found he's done the chorus, he's changed the whole chorus, all totally different, and then he left. So much food, huh?
Baby, you are the one I desire.
And then we picked jokes from there, and the song was huge when the album was released. Because initially I concentrated so much on Nganali Kombweke, because I usually, before I release an album or singles, I've got a team of people that listen to music, so that sometimes an artist, you're flooded with what you want. You really don't know what the people want. So my people were divided in between Volcano and Nganali Kombweke. They said, I think you can release this for singles. But I decided, because it was 50-50, I decided that I'll make a decision. So I decided that I'll promote first Nganali Kombweke. And Nganali Kombweke, I was right, blew up. And 6 months later, because the calendar was so busy, I was just in Lusaka like Monday or Tuesday. Wednesday, Thursday, I'm leaving. So 6 months passed, I'm rarely in Lusaka. And people started calling me that, you got another song. Which one? Volcano. I was like, hey guys, stop. Before I knew it, it was a huge song. We shot the video with the Don, and it blew up. And again, we were back on the road now with PJ because of the same collaboration. People would hire me or him, and we'll go together, most of the gigs. And we even, because of the same working relationship, because usually when you're touring, you find out that maybe you're camped at the same lodge, you're eating the same food, the same table, you've got the same friends now, So that's how the friendship now grew, and we started a lot of being found together in a way,
First of all, there's a lot a lot of things we can talk about with PJ. When the accident happened, and that led to his death, a lot of people came through and claimed they were very close to him. They were friends. They were buddies. How did you? I know you were one of the closest. I know also Orange Boy. They were closer at the time. Even when the accident was happening, they were together. How did you handle people who came to claim they were actually very close friends with PJ for the sake of it?
It's pretty disappointing, and for quite some time I've avoided this topic. I felt like there is a way, I've been taught by mom that sometimes you don't have to show people how you feel about certain things, especially because the people involved, if they are not there, it's much better you die inside so that you don't create any further confusion. PJ is not here to defend himself, but I'll talk about him because I feel like certain things, they need to be put in the right perspective. The accident PJ was in, I was supposed to be there. Because initially, I didn't have a lot of shows, and even him at some point. You remember when he was being voted the most disappointing artist? Yes, there was that period, and I think it's very normal for every artist. There is that period when you're not really the most happening, but you are there. So usually what used to happen was, he would tell me, if I don't have a show, I'll go with him. And PJ is one of the few artists that deed up to now no one has ever done. PJ will get me to a show. He's paid, for example, 1,000. He will share it half. So he told me, are you busy next week? I said, no, because I used to carry him as well for some of my gigs. So he said, we can go to Miss CBU next week. That day came, I was broke, I was home. I didn't even have fuel in my car. I didn't call him and he didn't call me. The following morning, I was on my way going to church. I passed by the student, then the news broke that they were in an accident. PJ, fast forward when he died, I saw a lot of pretense from a lot of artists, you know, which I even see today. There are a lot of people, a number of artists, it's just that I cannot mention names, that pretended like they were in good books with Bryan, that were there showing the whole world that they really care for a brother who is a musician. I think PJ, the last time I talked to him 2 days before he died, PJ died a very, very sad artist. He wasn't given the love that was shown on his funeral. I feel like there were a lot of people that wanted to capitalize on his death, which is not very, very good. If you love a person, if you really want a person, or if you want to express anything that you have, I don't mind even if you hate me, you tell me. Don't come to my funeral pretending that you were my best of friends, and yet what is happening whilst I'm alive is totally different. I need to see flowers today. I think that PJ, if he was given the love that was shown on the funeral, it's crazy.
So, you said that you don't really want to mention names. I'd have really loved to get into mentioning names. But,
You know them.
Well, here's the thing. I don't want to get into it. This is a very emotional topic, and
yeah, we need to talk about it. I usually avoid it, but I feel like a lot of people tried to capitalize on PJ's funeral.
Did you know? If I tell you to say, for instance, if I'm gonna bring up a name like, I hope you're going to be comfortable talking about it. If I'm going to bring up a name like Biflo, the way he handled after death of PJ, was it the way it was before he died?
At first, I think, I cannot talk on behalf of Biflo, but at first, PJ and Biflo were pretty close.
Remember when they were being twins and
2011, 2012. I think it's because I think, again, the lifestyle is this too late. Biflo doesn't drink. Biflo is a serious guy when it comes to life, you know. That's the way I see him. He's a friend of mine. PJ on the other side is a funny guy. He wants to catch fun, you know. He lives his life like that. I didn't see him, Bryan, I didn't see him, for example, lately, towards the end of PJ. They were not found very much together. I will talk on behalf of PJ because even if he's not here, I can defend this. PJ, at some time, I remember when I shifted to a house, he came early in the morning. I shifted at the house 2 days, and he found where I was living. He came early in the morning, he knocked, and I was like, who can come to my house at this hour? He came, he opened the fridge, that's how close we were. So, I felt like...
If you're going to say maybe, sometimes we don't really have to go and drink together for us to be close. So if you say maybe there are different lives, that's maybe... There are times when I've got very close friends that don't drink.
That's why I said I cannot talk on behalf of Biflo. Probably the best thing we do is to go Biflo and be here.
I'm coming from a point where you're saying that people showed like, you know, they were really close with this guy before, you know, after he died. But they weren't before then. There's some things that you saw prior to the death that you said, oh, this is just fake. They're just trying to...
PJ to me, he ceased to be a friend at some point. He was a brother. PJ confided in me on a number of things. He could come home. You know, as an artist, you know, because your lifestyle is on a mountaintop, it's very easy for people to take shots at you, and you have to be strong because you don't want to show people the weaker side of you. So you pull up these strong faces, but deep down your heart, certain things are eating you. Fame, for example, when you're struggling with money, it's another hassle altogether. You know, there are times when, for example, me, I don't move home when I don't have gas money. You get my point? Because when I jump on a bus, what will be talked about? I'm a celebrity, you know. But I'm human. There are days when I don't even have a 50 kwacha like today, you know. So, PJ, we used to talk about a lot of things. It's just that it's unfortunate he's not here. we used to talk about a lot of things on how certain people have neglected him, how certain people have abandoned him. And this is the danger sometimes that I see with our brothers who are coming up, you know. It's very rose when you have a hit song, you know, when you are the most happening. And there is a time, you know, you don't understand that you've got friends every morning, they are with cars. There is that kind of friends. They are with cars, they are waiting for you. You wake up, 3 cars waiting for you. You refuel every car. And then you start going for fun. You come back, 6 months down the line, you find out that your song is going down. There is another song coming. Hello, Apanomba, they can for 6 months. Months.
3 months.
When the song dies, those friends, they go. This is reality. And there is no school you will go to whereby they will tell you that you need to behave in this way and that way.
But then there are people like you. You have been here for quite some time. You're not a new artist anymore. Yeah. There are people like you. If I had to blame it on someone, you can't just be laughing at an upcoming artist. They know they came, they blew up, they made a lot of money, they were doing wrong things. Now they've gone back to, you know, struggling. The only people that can show you the way is people that have been there. You know what I mean?
True.
They'll tell you, oh, where you're going, I've been there, so there you have to turn like this, turn like that. Probably the blame has to go on you big artists who have been there, because maybe then you're not available to show direction.
Shosta, there is something that is fun about life. Like I said, fame comes without knocking. You can be famous today, crazy famous. There is no school you go to prepare you mentally. Show me a humble guy, we give him money, we give him fame. Everywhere you pass, 5 minutes from here, they are playing your song everywhere. It confuses. What helps you is the team that surrounds you, if you are lucky. I'm very, very blessed that from my infancy in my career, I had people like Ranel. At a time, he was a family man. The wife is a marketer. So already, the people surrounding me, there was Mozegeta, he's a mature guy, and these people surrounded me, and they would tell me, yeah, so you need to find, if you are lucky, you have these people, and you need really to be open-minded. There are certain things you cannot do in this industry, or else you get messed up. So you find out that if you surround yourself, for example, with just your friends that will be clapping for everything that you're doing, your career will be messed up. You offend too many people.
Can I insult the police? Yeah.
Can you insult the DJs? Yeah. Can I insult the radio station? Yeah. Boy, kusho kuboy wiyako. You have to black. You are black. You show up drunk. Before you know, your reputation is getting damaged. But because if you've got a support system that helps you become a better person, you stand a better chance of making less mistakes. But the fact is, you make mistakes. And number two, our industry is very small here. Very few people, even at the moment, can afford a manager, a proper manager, qualified manager. So the moment you don't have these managers, it's not supposed to be one. There is supposed to be your manager for music. There is supposed to be a manager for your fashion. There is supposed to be a manager for your investment. There is supposed to be a manager for different things, you know. These people, they should come as professionals. That's why we find out that in America, you can have a junk of an artist, but the way he's managed, they'll make money because they know there is talent, and this talent is harnessed and well managed, and you make money. You get my point? Even if you get an addiction, even if you have a problem, they'll manage that. Here, we don't have that. We employ friends.
Yeah.
We employ friends. Boy, shows the power, let's represent. That's the way it is.
So that you run away from giving me constant money, because you
Thank
feel
you.
like if
Because you
sign
sign me, there. But when we sign a contract with you, you're a professional, you're a marketer. You're a marketer like Mtinta Musokotwane Chikopela. It's crazy. She will tell you you have the money, but you're not getting the money. You get paid from the money, but not the money that you get paid like from the show. No, that money is different. You're on a salary altogether. You got the money, but you don't have access. Iwe. But every month you'll be getting paid 5p. The other money will be going into investment into your building. You think you will do it?
Before I come to investments, I want to talk about this. Have you had chances where you maybe feel you need to advise an upcoming artist on certain things?
it's a very tricky situation to advise an artist. An artist, and I see this problem, I've already seen it. There is a lot of sprung up artists recently. You go to a show, and for them, they feel like if they start a show, you are demeaning them because they've got the hottest songs, for example. So me, I really don't have a problem with that. I can start a show, I can end a show, I kill. I'm a performer. So an artist who's got the money, has got the song. It's very tricky. There are humble brothers out there, but there are not many. And we had this discussion the other week with Danny and the other week with Peterson. And these guys, they are lacking in terms of tapping into how are these guys performing, even if they don't have the hottest songs right now. But they're still in the industry, are still looking fresh, you know. And some of the guys, they're coming, some of them, I cannot even look at them today. They are like, they found me here, and you see them like, this is wasted talent. I think that this is my advice to people that are starting. These big guns that have been in the industry for quite some time, they know a lot of things you don't know. They know how to get paid for performing 2 songs, 100,000 kwacha.
Siniza kachinja kumutima I made up my mind. Baby ndiwe Mami tafya kachinje ba Mr. Mutima na banzelwi we bakuchonga ati niwe Ife ni so chabe Ni so chabe Chabe Nkaniza kumutima sizotenga ya mabidibidi. I took my time kukusanga iwewe kabidibidi. Nshaka kushewe kanenonono mutima unasanka webo What a feeling in my Me have to say the girl you know is better than the princess you don't know. Bali wonse bana mayo muchalo inena sala wewo. Siniza kachinja kumutima I made up my mind. Baby ndiwe Mami tafya kachinje ba Mr. Mutima na banzelwi we bakuchonga ati niwe Ife ni so chabe Ni so chabe Chabe Ife ni so chabe Ni so chabe Chabe Ife ni so chabe Ya fili shitaya baba nkoroko Umutima wandi ni baliwe Inetete nkushe Fue mayo tukashala Ishaka kushewe kanononono mutima unasanka webo What a feeling in my Waimba yote rekodi Siniza kachinja kumutima I made up my mind. Baby ndiwe Mami tafya kachinje ba Mr. Mutima na banzelwi we bakuchonga ati niwe Ni so chabe Ni so chabe Chabe Ife ni so chabe Ni so chabe Chabe Ife ni so chabe We gon' feel up If into balanda If into bakakweba Baby you are the one number one. Ibakesa bakala ndefili fyonse mami we bakakweba. Ibakesa bakatwambe fili fyonse fwe mayo tukashala. Ala mwanine ine niso chabe